3, 2, 1. You may begin now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dennis Valladares, and I would like to welcome you to today's conference. I am very delighted to introduce the next presenter, Sindy Amador, who will be talking about Canva in the classroom tips and tricks. Sindy Amador is a Honduran teacher who holds a bachelor degree in the teaching of English as a second language. She attended Southern Illinois University Carbondale, where she completed her master's in Spanish with a second major in curriculum and instruction. She has worked in all levels of education, from pre-K to university, as well as in the private and public sector in Honduras and the United States. She currently serves as the parent outreach liaison at a public elementary school in the state of Georgia. So without further ado, please welcome Sindy Amador. The stage is yours.
Oh my goodness, I am so happy to be here. Thank you so much, Dennis, for that beautiful introduction. It's just amazing being here, seeing some of my professors, seeing some of my classmates, some of good friends. But yeah, I am so happy to be sharing about this wonderful tool. It's not something new, but it is new in the sense that we can use it in the classroom and we have access to it. So I will be sharing my screen now. And okay, let me see here. Okay, and you are all able to see my website or my Canva presentation. Can you all see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So this is Canva. So what is Canva? I want to show you, some tips and tricks that have been so useful to me, whether I am teaching or for personal uses, like for church or for personal business. I mean, you can use it anywhere. But again, the main goal is to how do we use it in the ESOL or ESL class. So as Dennis was saying, and I just want to, because I'm honored, I'm Honduran, and I was, I graduated from the UPN-AFM, and so I am so proud, to say that that's my master university. That's my, I love everything I learned, everything I am, began with UPN-FM. So I am so proud to be an alumni. I also did my master's degree in Southern Illinois University in Carbondale, where I work with not only Spanish, but I did a second major in curriculum and instruction, related more to the reading part. But right now I am, I serve as a parent liaison at elementary school. So I am back in the class with little ones. And again, this is Canva. So what is Canva? I don't know if you're familiar with this website. I don't know if it's the first time that you're hearing about this, but first of all, it's something free to use. So that is my main thing. It's something free. All the teachers can use it. And actually, I was trying to find out and get in touch with people from Canva, because I know it is free for teachers here in the US, but I just wanted to make sure that it was free for teachers everywhere. And they said, yes, any teacher, anywhere in the world, they can use Canva. And it's free for them. The only thing is that you have to go through a process of submitting your credential, or probably using your work email, or submitting a request so that your school district can use it, and it will be free to use. So what Canva is that it's an online graphic design tool. So if you're just like me, who are not creative, who doesn't know how to do colors and fonts and matching shapes and all of that, I mean, Canva is really easy to use, and I'll show you different things that you can do, from social media posts to presentations, which I am presenting from the Canva website right now. You can do posters, you can work with videos, logos, and much more. If I'm going too fast, let me know, please. So Canva was actually launched in 2013. Again, it's an online thing, but not only online. You can use it in your devices. You can use it on your phone. You can use it on your laptop, on your desktop. And I believe on your tablet as well, such as an iPad or a Samsung. You can use it. It's an app, so you can download it. And their mission is to empower everyone in the world to design anything and to publish anywhere. Because the thing is that you can download whatever you design, and you won't have it, it won't have a watermark. So you can publish it or post it in your social media channels, or you can use it in your classes as well. So why should I use Canva? Oh my goodness. I am not a creative person. And if you hear sound, is because I can use sound in Canva too. So that's something that I'm always, telling people, come on, give it a try, use it, because it's so helpful. So again, you will be able to see that you can work with colors, you can work with different types of designs and templates and all of that. So it's a really good tool. So let's talk about just an overview of what Canva is. Again, we have two versions, or they have, because I'm not an owner of Canva, and I'm not getting paid to talk about Canva, but they have two versions, the free version and the paid version. And the paid is about, well, here in the US is $12.99. But in the free version, you still have access to, many things too. So they have over 250,000 free templates in the free version. Now, on the other hand, when you go to the paid version, they have over 400,000 templates, more than that, because they keep adding every single day, every single hour, they keep adding more templates. You will find more than 100 types of designs. Again, social media posts, presentations, letters, resumes, T-charts, Venn diagrams, anything, you name it, probably it's on Canva. And they have access, you have access to over 75 million of images, videos, graphics, and audio, because you can work with effects, sound effects, or video, music. I want to show you my favorite projects, and this is where we are actually going into the class. So what can I do in my class? Let's say that I have, I don't know, maybe a 5-minute break and I just don't know what to do. And then I have access to Canva and I can work with, coloring book. I need something. I just want, my students to be entertained or to practice something. So if you look at, on this one, this is a color by number garden. So you can practice colors, and this is, can be adapted to different levels. This might be too little for, for lower grades, but you can adapt it. You can use it for any level of education. Lesson plans. If you like to design your lesson plans in a very nice format, you have access to daily, weekly, monthly lesson plans, and they're all free to use. And you can change, let's say, I don't want this orange color here, I'm just going to change it. So you can do that. You have, the power, because remember that their vision is that they are empowering you to do this. So you have the power to change. I don't like this flower, I'm just going to change it and, put something else. So you have access to do this. Worksheets, we love worksheets. When I was a teacher back in Honduras, or even here in the US, We like worksheets. So what can I do? What type of worksheets do I have access to? If you look at this one is about my body. So I was actually using this with my ESL class because I teach adults English, and I was using it just because I wanted them to, to play with something. So it was, just matching what are the parts of the basic parts of the body, and they would, choose the words. Because the thing is that if you have access to a projector, you can present it on your board, and so it would be big, and then everybody can participate. You can make it that way of, interactive, and where everybody is having fun and learning, and just having a good time while being in your class. Another one is some type of vocab. Again, this is fruits vocabulary. This is very basic. We have only 4 pictures in there, but you can have more than that, because you are allowed to make it smaller, make it bigger. Probably you just want one at a time, or you want 10 fruits at a time. So you can work with those lists of vocab that we that we need to provide our students, because we want them to learn English, right? And then you have also grammar worksheets. So in this example here, I have the verb to be, our favorite, as a basic verb. Everybody needs to master this verb. And we're talking about affirmative sentences. So they need to fill in the blanks. You can change directions. You can change grades. You can change pictures. You can change titles. You can change anything. Actually, you can delete everything and just, make it new again. So you can do that with Canva. Let's say that you have, the student of the week, or everybody who was on time every single day, or, the star student. We call star students, to our students at the school where I work at. So you can create a diploma. I don't know about you, but I have issues working with designs, and sometimes I don't know, what to do. So just type, diploma at work, and then, you will have, thousands of options that you can use, to reward your students. Again, if I'm going too fast, let me know. And I think, Dennis, that we have time at the end, right, to answer questions. Okay, awesome. Flyers, if you want to advertise your soccer club, if you want to advertise your, even for, here in my school, we do newsletters that we send home to families every Friday, so that they know what our students will learn the next week. And the thing with this is that we have, here in the US, we're getting, our schools are, the population, we're getting from different nationalities, different languages. So we have to make sure that our families are able to understand what their students or kids are learning. So we can do that. We can do flyers. We can do newsletters. Again, brainstorming. This mind maps, T-charts, Venn diagrams, comparative and, contrasting, tables, charts, whichever, you want to use, you can do that on Canva too. You can also have, those flow charts, or where you are, counting and tallying different information. You can just enter the info, and they will make the chart for you. Some rules. Okay, let's say that you are a first-time teacher. You don't know what to put in your class. You don't know how to decorate your class. You know that you need to have some classroom rules, but you don't know where to start. Just go on Canva and type classroom rules. You will find, several options that you can use, and then you just print them, Or if you are handy and crafty and, very artistic with your hands, you can, take the idea and then, transport it to paper. You can do that as well. Reading comprehension. Let's say that you needed to practice, activating prior knowledge. You needed to practice reading comprehension, listening comprehension. You needed to practice grammar. Canva has it too. Again, you can always modify this. So if you find, and remember, this is just as a previous presentation that we had, with technology, it may not always be perfect. So just try to review everything before you hit print, before you hit send, or before you share it with your students, because you have to make sure that everything is, proper and correct, and that is useful, especially that is useful for you. So for example, in this template, you have pages. On the first page, you have a passage, and it's about reading comprehension. And then, so the students, they need to go over the passage, and they go to the second page, and they need to, answer the questions, or tell, which statement is true or false, or what is. So you play with this, because remember that when we're teaching a class, we want our students not to just get the content. If they're not able to apply it in real life, if they're not able to answer questions after reading a passage, then you know that we need to do something about it. We need to do something about it. And we need to check that they comprehended, that they understood the material that we presented to them. Writing. How many times did we or have we asked our students, okay, let's write a 5-passage or a 5-paragraph essay, and we just don't know how to start. We don't know how to organize the ideas. Well, on Canva, you can find templates where it can show you, okay, so the introduction, and then you have your 3 topic sentences, and then the details, and then your conclusion, and then you're able to transform that template into the actual essay, or you can use an story organizer, because you want the students to be able to retell, to tell you what they understood or what they learned, or what was the solution, or what was the climax, or who are the main characters. We want to check all of those skills in our students. And again, and much more. I mentioned newsletters, I mentioned infographics, Venn diagrams, motivational posters. You are great. You are amazing. Let's have a great day. Because, our classes, they don't need to be just, content or grammar related. We can have something where the kids know what to, to feel comfortable. One of the teachers, of the school where I work at, she actually used something from Canva, and I was so proud, because she has, I don't know if you have ever seen those videos of teachers that ask their students, how do you want to be greeted today? So she has this poster outside her door, and she has, how do you want to greet me today? Handshake, fist bump, elbow. What do you want to do? That's something that she got the idea from Canva. So again, you can do so many things. You can get so much material from Canva. And here I have another example of another poster that we use here in our classrooms. And this is just, regular plural nouns. Just, basic rules. What do we, when do we add the S? When do we add the ES? It's giving you I didn't change anything. This is a template. So I didn't work with it. I didn't, delete it. I didn't add. I didn't do anything. This is just the original version of that template. Okay, now I'm going to show you some tools. As you see, I am presenting from their website. So presenting from their website has its own advantages because and this won't work if you download the presentation. It doesn't work. It only works if you are actually presenting your topic from the website directly. So the first one is called countdown. So what it does is that I'm just going to press any number. I'm just going to put 3. What happened? I added a countdown to my presentation, and I can even, click, and then it will, it works as my countdown or my timer, and then it will, make a sound, at the end so that I know, okay, that's time to switch activities, or that's time to do this other task. And the only thing I did is, press a number. I'm going to press number 8 right now. Look, it changed to 8. So you can do different numbers, or you want to go up, maybe do 15 minutes, or you want to do 20, or you want to do 1. This is something that Canva does for you. It gives you a countdown. Okay, now this feature is useful for us because, again, remember I said, or I mentioned, that we're getting lots of immigrant communities coming to our districts. So, for example, here in the just in this elementary school, we have people from Vietnam, people from, they speak Burmese, Chinese, Hindi. So the thing is that we don't have the staff that would be able to translate. So on Canva, you can translate something. And I'm just gonna minimize this. So this is flyer that I created. It has the school logo, because we were going to use it for kindergarten registration, but again, we couldn't use it. We had to use another template. But anyway, and I didn't have time to go over and translate this flyer. So what I did is just, I hit the translate option on Canva. It did it for me. Now, just remember, and again, I want to emphasize on this. This is technology, so it may not be perfect. It's just like when you're using Google Translate. It is not perfect, and it doesn't make sense. So whenever you're translating something, just make sure that you're checking. At least you're checking. If you're doing Spanish and then Spanish, at least you know that the Spanish translation is perfect. Now I want to show you how we go to that translate part. So this is what the Canva website looks like. On the left side, you have all the tools, and you have the templates and elements and text, and you can upload your own designs, your own pictures, your own PDF. You can do that. You can draw. Here's where I have all my projects. And then here on the apps is where you find all of this tools. So if I go down, this is a translate. So if I click on, on this tool, it shows like this. Okay, you are asking me to translate. Let me just delete the Spanish one. I'm just gonna keep the English one. And I want this to be translated to, let's do French. So I'm telling how many pages or what do I want to translate? I just need this one. I just need the first one, right? I don't want, my 30 slides to be translated. So I am just doing this flyer. So I'm going to fill, okay, how do I need to hide this. And then I'm going to click here where it says translate. So let me click and let's see what's going on. Let's see what happens. Look, so I'm still keeping my English flyer. And then now it's saying that, and let me make it bigger so that you see it. Well, it translated the text. Okay, that's something that we wanted or that I did on purpose because this is an image, right? It won't translate it because this is a picture that I inserted into my presentation. So it only translates the text. So that's something that you have to, remember. You can do, if I put more text, obviously it's going to translate it. Another tool that I have, or that we have on Canva is called background. The thing is that sometimes we have pictures or images, and remember, images are free, and they have tons of images, lots of images that you can use. But I had this one, I found this one because I wanted to work with the parts of the plants, but I just don't like background. I don't like the background. I just want this. So I'm going to click on the picture. You see, now, because I click on the picture, I have more options here. So I'm going to click on edit. Now it's asking me, okay, do I want to do effects? Well, the only thing I want to do right now is remove the background because I just don't like it. So I'm going to click on the background, this one, the BG remover. And look what it did. Oh my God, it removed the background. So now I can, in this one, and probably, put some labels here where I can put parts of my plant, or I can put a different background, onto this picture. So again, remember, this is a graphic design online website or online app. So everything is related to graphic design and things that you can do with visuals, with pictures, with videos, with audio. You can do all of that. Now, let me show you another one. So this one is called Magic Eraser. I wonder what this one would do. So Magic Eraser. Okay, I found this picture. So I was trying to find a picture, of a classroom, of an empty class, but I just don't like this clock. I don't like it. How do I remove it? I'm not, techie. I don't know how to do stuff with, websites or Adobe or Photoshop. I just can't do that. So I'm just going to go to Canva. I'm going to click on the image. I'm going to click on edit photo. And then I'm going to say, hey, I want to remove this clock. So I'm going to click on Magic Eraser. Okay, and now it's giving me this. I have a brush here. It says brush in the image, and then click OK. Okay, so I want to get rid of all this. Let me get rid of this clock. So I am just doing this. Let's see what happens. Depending on your internet speed, it might be quickly, it might be slow, but look what it did. Yay. Now I can put, something else here. Maybe I can put, let me just put a text and say, Miss, where is it? Oh, it's small. And then you can make it bigger, right? Miss Amador's class. And then I got rid of that ugly clock because I didn't like it. And now my picture is just like that. Let me make it bigger so that you can see it. And instead of having the clock, I have my name in there. Isn't that cool? I love it. I love it that I can do, all of this because again, I'm not a techie person, so I can do different things on Canva. Okay, let me show you something. Now, this one can be scary because Canva is using technology. It's using the IA type of technology where the computer is the one, thinking like a human and trying to do things like a human being. So for this one, it's called Magic Edit. So what happens is that I'm going to describe, because I want to put something here. But if I just put a kid, like a photo, it won't look the way that I want it to look. So what can I do? I'm going to add something using this technology. And this is called Magic Edit. So again, I'm going to click on the picture. I'm going to click on Edit Photo. And here it is. And if you see the words here, beta, it's because they're still testing this tool. So it might not be perfect. Remember, this is a machine trying to generate content. So it may not be perfect. I'm going to click on it. Let's see what it does. So it says here, well, first I have to highlight what I want. So let me just, grab the brush here and just highlight the area. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because I'm not drawing or coloring here. I just want to put something here. So, okay. And then I'm going to click continue. So look what it says here. It will be created for you using AI. So let's see, what do I want to add? I want to see a little boy eating a banana. Okay, I want to see a boy eating a banana at a playground. Okay, let's see. And I'm going to click on generate here. Look at this. It is scary. That's what I was telling, mentioning in my in the previous presentation, that technology can be scary. But look at that. It's giving me options of little boys eating a banana. And this is technology. It may not look real, which is scary. It's giving me what I want. So which one do I want? Maybe this one. I'm going to keep this one. And then I'm going to click done. So this technology, they're saying, hey, just be advised. We are still improving, trying to improve this technology. So it may not be perfect, but it might be useful depending on what we use it for. So far, so good. Are we good? Okay, now with this one, this is similar to the previous because I am telling the technology to give me a picture of something that I want to put into paper, that I have it in my head. I have the idea, but I just don't know how to put it on a picture. So I'm going to go to the left and I'm going to click on the apps. Remember, this is where we have all the apps. And the most common apps you use are the ones that will pop here. So that's why you see videos and audio and photos and translate. Those are the ones that I use the most. But here is my tool to image, but it is also located here. To image. So what it does is that, again, we are checking their prior knowledge. We want to check reading comprehension. We want them to write about something. So let's say that we want to use this tool to kind of project what I am picturing in my head. So I'm just going to type something. I'm going to put a rainy night, two boys are talking, or two happy boys. I'm just going to put two happy boys. And again, you don't have to, make it perfect. Just give the technology the idea. During a rainy night, two happy boys are talking and they have an umbrella. Okay, let's see. It might not give me what I want, or it might, well, do it, but let me click here where it says create your image. So this might be good. Let's say that you're asking your kids to write simple passage, 3, 4, 5 lines, but then you transcribe everything they put on paper, and they will see it live. Whatever they put on the paper, they will picture it, because there's the way of creating the image. Let me click here. And again, it might take some time depending on your internet. But let's see. Look at that. Look at that. It gave me options, 4 options of two boys. Look, they're walking. Well, this is not necessary a rainy night, but it has the idea. Maybe this one can be used. There's 2 boys. They're happy. You see them happy? Let me make this bigger so that you see it. They're happy and they have umbrellas and they're walking. Just the way that I put, give me that. Isn't that? But again, it can be scary, but it can be useful too. This is the way that I would use it with my students. I'm asking them to write a simple passage, and then they can see it live. They can see it not real, because the people might not look real, but they have a picture in their head of what they were writing. So this is something really, really, really nice. But let's move on. Let's move on. I know I have just a couple of more minutes, and I want to go over this. Oops, sorry. I'm going to move this one here because this one doesn't go here. Okay, I'm on this one. So bingo cards. Remember when I was teaching my English classes, we like to use bingo to review vocab, especially before a test. So, and the thing is that with bingo, sometimes it's hard. You don't know. You can find a website that is free to use, that would generate all the cards. But on Canva, you can do it, and you can do it for free. Now, you will notice I am a Harry Potter fan, and that's why I have Hogwarts here, and I have the Golden Snake here. And all my words are related to Harry Potter, but you can put anything. You can put adverbs, you can put cognates, you can put, any type of vocab, or if you're reviewing a grammar point, you can use it. You can create bingo cards on Canva. And this is here on my left side, and it says bingo. So you just enter the words, and then you tell them, okay, I need 10 different cards. So that means that you will generate 10 different bingo cards that you can just either print or put it on paper, where you can use it with your students to practice. especially before a test, because we don't want to do traditional reviews. We want to use something engaging, something interactive, something interesting for our classes. Okay, let's continue. Again, this is sound. So you can do, yeah, you get the idea. Just trying to make something Hawaiian here, but you get the idea. On Canva, you can work with audio. You can make your presentations fun. Let's say that you want to add something. I'm trying to find the sound here. Okay, audio. So I want to do sound effects. So you can do that. You can play, or the ones that I was using, or you want to add music to your presentations, you can use that. You don't have to worry about plagiarism or copyrights, because everything on Canva, we have free will. We can use it, not just for personal uses, but we can use it for business use as well. So let's say that I want to put, a sound, let's say this one, a flushing toilet. Let's see, or a flushing toilet. Look at that. You can add different sound effects and audio to your presentation so that it's interesting. So again, that's my philosophy of teaching is your classes, or my classes, they need to be engaging, and we want everybody to participate and interact and have fun. Now, our main goal is for them to learn, right? But how are they going to learn? They can learn by having fun too. Actually, I co-teach a class that is called Play to Learn, where we have access to babies and their families. Usually they come with mommy or daddy sometimes, and we teach those families how we do classes, and they are getting more awareness of being in a class and following rules and doing different activities and working with centers, working with science. So it's a really, really good program for our little kids before they come to school. They are more prepared to come to school. So the other tool, or the other trick I want to show you, it's called text with background. So what this one does is that I will add in, instead of having just boring text, I can put some background in my text. So I'm going to go to elements here, and then I have different things. I have shapes, I have graphics, I have stickers, I have photos, videos. What is it, what I want? But I'm going to go to this part here where it says grades, because these are templates of pictures that I can put for pictures. But I am trying to find my letters. Okay, let me go. Okay, different. Or maybe they're not here. They're not on grades. They are on frames. Let's see here. I just want to find my letters. Okay, here they are. Okay, so I have the letters here. Let's say that I'm working on a bulletin board, or I am creating a poster, or I am just, decorating my class, or I am working with something. I can put some nice background to my letters. So I'm just gonna type something simple here. And you see, it's so easy to use. You just get the corner and then you drag it and make it the size that you want. So hola, and I'm typing hola here. Okay, and I'm done with this. Now, still doesn't look right? Because it's, okay, what am I supposed to do with these letters? They don't make any sense. But I'm just trying to make this bigger so that we can see it. Okay, so now I have the frame. So what I'm going to do is just add some background. So let's say that I am teaching about volcanoes, and so I can do something with volcanoes. So if I go back and go to the photos, and I'm just going to type here volcanoes or volcano or a volcano eruption, because it gives you options here. Oh, look. Okay, so let's see that I want to show them this one. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click in the picture and I'm going to drag it onto my letter. And look, now I'm getting letters with backgrounds. Let me change this one. Okay, maybe this one. And then one more. Look at that. It changes completely your design. So it became from a boring text title to a very live and colorful, and it's really pretty, actually, really pretty. Because even if I just type Honduras here, so I did it the other day because I was teaching another class about Canva, and I was, showing them things about Honduras. So, and I can just have pictures with Honduras, and then, okay, this one might not look good, probably this one, and then here, my flag. Look at that. So you can do that. You can change the background of your letters. Oh my goodness, that is so good. Now I'm going to go to my last slide because and I want to spend some time. If you have questions or if you have suggestions, I want to spend that time answering all of that. So with videos is, let's say that you want to teach them about in the pandemic, we were teaching our kids how to wash their hands, right? So I just want to, I just wanted to find a video that would show them how to wash their hands. So I just went to the left side, click on videos and type wash hands. And what it does is I added a video and it's showing them how to wash your hands. But you can try to find anything else. Do you want, I mean, anything you want a background? Do you want somebody typing? Do you want somebody playing? You can do that. And with videos, again, you can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, you can edit it, you can cut it. Okay, I don't need 19 seconds of that. I can only need 5 seconds. So you can do that. It crops your video so that it's used according to your needs. So different, and again, you have access to millions of images and videos and all of that. So that is so good. Again, thank you so much for being here, for listening to Canva. I get too excited when I'm talking about Canva, but I just wanted you to see what, thousands of possibilities, things that you can do. Okay, I'm going to, okay, there we go. Different things that you can do with your classes. So I don't know, Denise, I wasn't checking the chat. Do we have any comments? Do we have questions?
Yes, so we're gonna open it up right now. so that if the audience has any questions or if you just want to make a comment, you can just go ahead and make it.
Yes,
And
please,
Ms.
please do,
Amador
please do.
will answer your questions. What you have to do is if you go to the reaction section down below, you can just raise your hand. It'll put you in a queue and we'll choose some of you, and you can turn on your microphone and ask your question, make your comment. Or if you do not want to open your microphone on, you can just go ahead and then go to the comment section and write out your questions, and we're gonna read it out loud. So Jenny Celaya has a question for you.
Thank you. Hello. Hi to everyone. Cindy, I'm so happy that you presented this because it has a lot of different ideas of things that we can do with our students. I was just wondering, first, I want to thank you for bringing this up. We know that this has been there, that it is there, and we know that we can use it, but maybe we don't have enough time to go deeply like you went with us through the whole process. I just had a question. There is this thing that we can use that is called Padlet, where the students can post their own things, and then they can post videos, pictures, and comments and reactions and anything like that. And I was just wondering if we could do the same thing with Canva. Can we do that or not? Have you explored that part with Canva? I'm so sorry. I was just
No. Yes, you're fine. Let me answer first the question. In our school district, our students are not allowed to use Canva for safety reasons because it asks you for personal information and all of that. So only the teachers have access to it. But if we wanted in the future our students to be, because you can create a class within Canva, and you can have or add as many students as you want, and you would be able to see everything they're doing, everything that they are working on. You will see all their projects because you will be the owner. It's just like Class Dojo. I don't know if you're familiar with Class Dojo. You have a class, it's your class, but then you invite students as part of your class. The only thing or the only restriction that we have right now is that kids cannot create accounts. So we cannot use it with students. But in the future, if we were able to do that, we could see what they're working on. Yes, definitely.
Thank you. I was thinking originally when I asked you the question, I was thinking about adults, like our university students. Because that would be great to have something, that's the reason I was asking. Thank you.
Yes, but you can use it with any, I don't know, I'm still thinking with the elementary school mindset. So I'm thinking, right now with my school district, but you're right, Dr. Celaya, you can, adults can use it because you can add them to your class.
Is there any other question? There's some comments on the comment section. It says, Jose Valeriano says, Canva is one of the most useful tools I discovered during the pandemic. I wish more people knew about it. It was a pleasure listening to you.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Remember, everything became technology related during the pandemic. So everything, Zoom was discovered, Canva was discovered, many of those useful tools that we have out there. Oh, thank you.
Stephanie Mateo says, what a fun and enriching presentation. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
And Karen Giselle Varela Ardon says, it is great to have it for free, but the investment is worth it.
Oh, yes. Again, you can have it for free. Even just send them a message. There's a form where you can, no. I don't think I won't have to share it. Maybe I can share it later and then it can be spread out to everybody. But there's a form on the Canva website where you can ask them, hey, listen, my school, well, we don't have a work email because sometimes in our schools, we don't have like .edu or that .org email address. So there's no way for them to know that we're actually teachers, right? So you can, or your principal or your director or the head of your department can submit that request so that everybody have access to it. And again, it will be free because their main goal is to empower educators. So yeah, that's why it's free for us. But again, if you want to use it for other reasons, you know, it's worth it to pay the $12, $13. It is so worth it.
Okay, so if there's no more questions, we're gonna wrap up. And I would like to thank so much Ms. Amador for everything that she told us today, for everything that she taught us today. I am pretty sure the audience and even myself learned a lot today. The information was very useful, and we will all be applying all of these tips and tricks in our future classrooms. Thank you, the audience, for coming and joining us. And I would like to invite you to go back to the Swayling so that you can go and also join the following sessions. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely day.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Bye, Karen. Oh my goodness.
That was great. That was great.